Hello there. Welcome to the last episode of the JIRA tutorial for business analyst. We have created a project, just a quick recap. We had created a project, we created the epics, we created the user stories, then we did the release planning and sprint planning. In this video, we're going to see how we progress the sprint. So this would contain talk about your daily scrum, then the sprint review and sprint retrospective, and how you're going to do it on the Jira tool. So let's quickly swap over to the tool and we can get started. So this is the Jira dashboard. This is our project ABC online home delivery service. I'm clicking on the backlog. So this was our backlog we had created, around 14 items, and out of that 4 items worth of 100 story points were moved into the sprint. So the sprint was created and it's active, and you can see there is a there's a kind of a simplified Kanban board here. So this is part of the sprint planning. There's another thing which happens as part of the sprint planning is creation of subtasks. For example, this is a registration feature, so it will involve design of the page, coding of the page, and testing. Yep. So I've just created a these are the tasks which will be required by the development team, testing team, in order to get the story to that completed or definition or basically done. So once I create this, if you see this will be the board, Scrum board, or Kanban board will be different. It'll have those 3 subtasks which we added, and the team what usually happens is, let's say this is assigned to a designer, so this gets moved into in progress, and once the design is completed and it goes into done, then the coding of the page starts. So this gets moved on to here, and this board gives a real-time view of what is happening on that particular sprint. So as you know, the second part of the agile ceremonies is the daily scrum. So ideally what would happen is this will be a scrum board, and all the team members would get onto the floor for a stand up, or if it's distributed team, they'll get onto a call and they will look at the scrum board and kind of discuss what they did yesterday, so what they're going to do today, and if there's any blockers they will discuss it, and this board will give a clear cut picture of what is happening, who is doing what, and all everything, all those details. So it's very visible, it's a visual board. So that is the second part. Once, let's say, everything is done, I'm just trying to move it here, testing is done of this feature. So so once I move all the subtasks to done, automatically the user story will be done. So there'll be a pop-up asking for that. If you click on update, then that user story is also completed or done. So this goes on until the sprint cycle is. So similarly, all the other items would be moved to done. And let's say if there's any defect while creating or while using testing this particular browse and search feature, so a bug is logged by the testing team. So in order to do that, let me what we have to do is you have to go back. Ideally we can create it like an issue. Click on this, it'll open up, and then here you see story. Instead of story, select it as a bug, and you can state uh, search functionality not working fine. Yeah, so there's a bug. You can put all the description. Again, the fixed version because it goes into release 1, so you have to select that. Priority can give, and then you have to link it to the user story. So this is a search keyword, so you have to link it to the user story for which there is a problem. So it is ABC6. So once you hit on create, it will automatically create um, the bug. Let me move it to this because it's part of the sprint backlog. So yeah, you have to move it here. And then now once you go to the board, you will be able to see the bug which is added here. Search functionality is not working fine is added to the to do. So this is how a bug is reported and how it is, tracked to closure uh, in this in the sprint process. So again, let's say this is fixed. It's worked by the development team and it's fixed. It goes to done, and this completes this story. And then this also. So let's say once everything is completed, this goes into done. So this is how um, the items in the sprint backlog moves to completion or done. And once everything is done, I think you can just click on complete sprint, and it would complete the particular sprint. So again, the reporting would not be accurate because for demonstration purpose, I just did it in a single day. But if you're doing it over a period of time, it'll be able to give you the burn down chart, the burn up chart, the velocity, and all those details. So all of those are in the reporting feature. So if I go back to the project, the reports will have all those details: burn down, burn out, sprint review, etc., etc. So you can check that out. And so that is the completion of the sprint. Once the sprint is complete, there will be a sprint review meeting. So this is where the developers or the POs, everyone will be involved, and the team will present what was completed in the sprint and to get the stakeholder feedback. And if you see, now we have only 10 backlog items, and the 4 of them have been delivered. And the last meeting or the event would be sprint retrospective. So again, the team will discuss and check which is which all where the problem was. Ideally, it is the impediments, how they can improve, and what worked well and what didn't go well, so that they can improve upon and then use it in the upcoming sprints. So once all of these items are, so we had to do a similar exercise again in the sprint planning. So it'll go into sprint 2. So we move like 90 worth of it, and if you hit on start sprint, the cycle will start, and it'll continue. You can keep on creating these sprints until all of the release 1 items are done, and then that particular product, or so if you see the progress, there is a progress. So this will go into green once all those items, which are tagged to release 1 are complete, and then you can release it for public use. Similarly, again, once release 1 is complete, you can add these other items as release 2 and release 3 and repeat the process as what we have done. So that's a quick training on JIRA. I think these are the ones which are required from a business analyst perspective. There are a lot of things from an admin perspective which are not required. So hope you liked it. Let us know if you let us know your comment, your feedback on this, and if there's any further tutorial similar to this, if you want to cover, let us know. And thanks once again for watching this series till the end, and I'll speak to you in the next video.